And welcome back to the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. Currently in the month of July, and a couple more episodes here of the 2026 regular season. We're going to look to sign a bunch of our guys that, of course, we got in the MLB draft. And the Royals, of course, look to progress as we go along this 2026 regular season. Currently hovering around that 20 games over 500 mark. And Kansas City as a whole is a really good baseball team. We're going to see them, of course, later in the episode. We're going to make some trades as well, or at least we're going to look at some trades, try to push us over the edge and really try to cement ourselves as that number one team in the American League, because currently we are the second seed in the AL. It will be the Seattle Mariners last year, who had the best team basically in Mariners history last season and still didn't win the entire thing. They're in first right now, we're in second, and the Baltimore Orioles are in third. The wild card, not completely sure about. I know the Cleveland Guardians are involved. We'll see that, of course, later as we move on. We're really trying to get our first round draft pick to sign with the team in Ryan Shelley, but this guy will not sign. Like, I'm offering this man everything, and he still won't sign. First off the trade deadline, though, and here is your big package of the deadline. I know it is somewhat unrealistic, but still, we will be sending a 3-player package over to the Chicago White Sox for Eloy Jimenez. Now, I know we're trading within the division, but hear me out here. The White Sox are not trying to win this season. They are in third place. They're in a distant third place. We can land Eloy Jimenez. He's going into free agency next season. It makes sense overall. We trade Yasiel Altuve and a couple other guys for Eloy Jimenez. Next up, Kyle Isbell, Jeter Downs over to the Washington Nationals for CJ Abrams and Jeremy De La Rosa. I know we are kind of the Kansas City Nationals because I keep bringing Nationals players. Sorry, I like the Nationals. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna move Abrams, I think, sometime. He's gonna stay on the team for now. And also, I moved Aroldis Chapman because he's just not doing it. And we can't sign our first round draft pick. I gave that guy the max amount of money. He didn't want to sign with the team. Basically, every other guy, every other prospect that we drafted in the MLB draft are going to sign with the team, except for our first round pick. And then Richard Munson, our last pick in the 6th round, didn't sign as well. But I don't need him. It's just that I wish we could have had Ryan Shelley, who was our first round pick. It's all right. We will go now to PNC Park for our matchup in tonight's episode. The Royals coming to this game with a record of 70 wins and 49 losses. As for the Pittsburgh Pirates, they are 50 and 71. And you may be wondering, what are we doing now when it comes to Gavin Cross, when it comes to MJ Melendez, and when it comes to Garrett Cooper because of the trade with Eloy Jimenez? Let's be honest, one guy is going to get squeezed out here, and it's going to be MJ Melendez. I think we've talked about that before. The guy's batting under 200. He's batting 190. You don't want to move him because you think of the potential that he can bring in the future, catching skills that he will possess once Salvador Perez does leave or retire or, get washed. But we need to think about the present, and the present means that MJ Melendez really doesn't play right now. It's just unfortunate, but that's how it's going to have to go. So we will now enter this game against the Pirates. Luis Ortiz will be on the mound for Pittsburgh, and here's your Royals lineup. It goes Carlson, France, Pasquantino, Jimenez, Santander, Perez, Garcia, Abrams, and Cross. Yes, Bobby Witt's not playing tonight, giving him the night off, and we'll be able to see CJ Abrams batting in the 8th spot. So former Nationals back-to-back in 7 and 8 in the lineup tonight for the Royals. Sorry, again, those are two of my favorite players right now in the MLB. Anyways, the Royals go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Asa Lacy making the start tonight. 7-6 record for Kansas City. For him this season, 3.74 will be the ERA. Nico Hoerner comes up first, and Hoerner's just going to take strike 3 right down the middle. Just right down the middle. Now up will be Peguero. He's going to strike out on a circle change. 2 gone for Salas, and he's going to strike out as well. So Asa Lacy, similar to what Luis Ortiz does in the top of the first. Lacy goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. And Eloy Jimenez, I couldn't even set it up. Eloy Jimenez's first at bat on the screen with the Royals. He'll take Ortiz deep. It will be Jimenez's 32nd of the season. He had about 30 with the White Sox, but he comes to the Royals and immediately makes an impact. Jimenez makes it 1-0, and I mean, I hate to kind of crap on Franmil Reyes here. I know Reyes has not been involved with the series since the first season, but I think Eloy Jimenez can honestly be what we wanted Franmil Reyes to be. A power hitter who's reliable at the top of the order, a guy who can bring in runs at any point, and that's what you're going to get at the power threat in Jimenez. I mean, 85 power against righties is crazy with 96 contact. It's nuts. CJ Abrams' first at bat, at least I think on camera with the Royals, he might have gotten one, again, when I wasn't playing, but Abrams is going to fly out into left field. Hit the ball pretty hard for a contact hitter like Abrams. I'll take it. Yu Chang is going to strike out. Asa Lacy's going to get him. Oh, by the way, shout out to Luis Garcia picking up a hit in his last AB. Kyle Farmer's going to strike out as well. 5 batters, 5 strikeouts for Lacy. Make it 6 for 6. Asa Lacy. All right, on the top of the third, Gavin Cross up first. Ortiz is going to KM on the circle change. Dylan Carlson now on the 1-2 pitch is just going to get popped up on a slider. There will be the catcher and the only all-star for Pittsburgh, and Endy Rodriguez. 2 outs for Ty France. France is going to obliterate a fastball. Gets it dead center. He turns on it into left center field. That ball gets down, and Ty France is on with a easy double here with 2 outs. Vinny Pasquantino looks to add on. Pasquantino hits one hard though to second base, and Nico Hoerner can take his time. As we will move now to the bottom of the third, Miguel Bliss up now for Pittsburgh. He's going to hit a circle change into right. There is Santander. Again, the Pirates not with any of the names you've come to know on this Pittsburgh squad. No Key Brian Hayes, no Brian Reynolds, no O'Neal Cruz, no Ji-Hwan Bae. These guys, the future of the Pirates, are no longer here. It's a bunch of guys who, you know, are doing their own thing, but it's not the Pirates you've come to know, at least in real life. On to the top of the fourth, as by the way, Pittsburgh still without a base runner in this game. Eloy Jimenez is going to get struck out on the slider right there, so you can't homer every AB, but it's fine. Santander comes up on the 3-2 pitch. He'll put one into right field. It's going to get down right center field. Santander going to look to stretch a single into a double, and he's in there. Yes, okay. Anthony Santander is on with a 1-out double. He'll be in scoring position for Salvador Perez on the 1-2 pitch. Salvi's going to hit a slider into center field. That ball, though, is going to be caught. We will tag Santander over from second to third, so he's in there. Santander on third base with 2 outs for the 7th spot in Luis Garcia. He is a hit machine. He just produces. Garcia deep center. That ball gets down over the center fielder's head. Garcia's going to have at least a double. He's going to look for a 3, and he will have it. Luis Garcia with a 2-out triple with an RBI attached makes it 2-0 now for Kansas City. CJ Abrams gonna hit one on the ground. A dive right there at second by Nico Hoerner, and Abrams is safe. CJ beats it out with the speed. Gavin Cross, gets robbed of a hit. The first baseman, Domingo Salas, takes that one away. But I mean, it shows you the speed out of CJ Abrams to make this now a 3-0 game. Beating that one out is an infield single. It was a ball just hit to the second baseman. Given, I don't know why Nico Hoerner went out and dove for that baseball, but it's fine. We'll take it. 3-0 into the bottom of the fourth, and Asa Lacy does it again. He goes 1-2-3 on to the top of the fifth. That will do it already for Luis Ortiz. Jonathan Bolin now pitching for Pittsburgh. He's going to get Dylan Carlson to fly onto center field, but Carlson was all over that baseball. Ty France now with 1 out is under that fastball, but barely. Oh my goodness. The ball almost dropped in center field. It's going to be caught out there. 2 gone for Vinny Pasquantino, and Pasquantino with a swinging bunt, and yeah, nothing results of it. All right, so we go to the bottom of the fifth. Yu Chang lead things off for Pittsburgh. It will be the Pirates' first base runner as Chang will walk. Kyle Farmer now on the 1-2 pitch, though, is going to strike out on a fastball up and in. 1 gone for Endy Rodriguez on the 1-1. Rodriguez going to hit a ball into left field. That ball is going to get down. That might be a run for Pittsburgh as Gavin Cross will try to get it in. Hits the relay. Ty France to the plate. Got him. Picture perfect relay right there by the Kansas City Royals. 2 gone, runner still on second for Miguel Bliss. Bliss, I don't know, he strikes out in a circle change. It's okay. 2 top 6, Eloy Jimenez first hits the ball hard, straight to the left fielder, nothing you can do about it. 1 gone for Anthony Santander. On the 2-1, Santander kind of just extends himself, barely hits a fastball. 2 up, 2 down so far in the top of the 6th inning. Salvi Perez now on the 1-2. Kind of jammed on the fastball. The Royals go down in order in the top of the 6th as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Lacey still pitching on the 1-2. He's going to strike out Jordan in Guo. I'm trying, guys. On the 1-2, 9 spot up, he's going to get one to bleed in the right field. It drops in front of Santander. Pittsburgh's got a runner on for Nico Hoerner. Hoerner going to get jammed. Luis Garcia is there, but hey, luckily for Nico Hoerner, he actually hits the baseball this time. His first 2 ABs resulted in strikeouts as Peguero is going to ground out to end the bottom of the 6th inning. To the top of the 7th, Luis Garcia's 2 for 2. And again, folks, Luis Garcia is that guy. He's going to be on it with a leadoff single. He is 3 for 3. CJ Abrams now rips one into right. Back-to-back knocks for the former Washington Nationals teammates. They're on first and second for Gavin Cross, and Cross hits one into double play depth. However, Cross has got 79 speed, so he'll beat up the throw. Corners, 1 out. Dylan Carlson on the 2-2. Huge strikeout right there for Jonathan Bolin. It keeps the runners of the corners for Ty France in the 3-2 pitch. France gets jammed on a slider. Ball is caught in right field. We move bottom 7. Domingo Salas up first for Pittsburgh. Lacey on a short leash, and yeah, that's probably the end of the short leash. Probably going to take him out right here. It's a leadoff single. Don't want to risk anything. He went 6 innings. Good outing for him. Scott Barlow now comes out to pitch, the all-star this season for Kansas City. 2.25 is the ERA for Barlow. He'll see Yu Chang first in the 3-1. Chang going to hit one past Vinny Pasquantino. Runner might go first to home here. Santander gets it in. Chang's on with the double. Pittsburgh holds him at third. Second and third, no outs for Kyle Farmer. But Barlow gets him on a fastball. 1 out, Andy Rodriguez in the 1-2. Got him as well. Barlow, 2 up, 2 down. Miguel bless. Oh my goodness, I've said his name 100 different ways. And Scott Barlow gets the side. Second and third, no outs, and Pittsburgh gets nothing. What an outing and what an inning by Scott Barlow as we go to the top of the 8th. Again, not much going on for the Royals bats now. I mean, we scored 3 runs, and that's kind of our cap, it feels like. Eloy is going to be on with reached on an error. Santander now in the 3-2 is going to hit a fastball into center field, but that ball is going to be caught. So Eloy retreats back to first base for Salvador Perez on the 1-2 pitch. Boland's 71st pitch of the game. And Salvi kind of just, okay, he chases. On the bottom of the 8th, Jordan Hicks now pitching for Kansas City. 2.72 is the ERA this season for him. He'll see Jordan Guo on the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 gone for the 9 spot. That ball is going, I mean, it's the same exact spot he had in his last AB. It just drops and bloops into right. Honer now on the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a slider. 2 gone for the 2 spot, and Puguero gonna put 1 on the ground to CJ Abrams. Abrams will collect himself and make the play over to first. To the top of the 9th, we now head. The only important part of this inning is that Luis Garcia going 4 for 4. The man is a hit machine. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th. Andrew Chafin coming out for the save. 0.83 is the ERA this season, looking for his 40th save of the year. Domingo Salas first in the 1-2, gonna slow roll one up the middle. It's gonna get through. Garcia will bat it down, but it's fine. Salas is going to be on with a single. Yu Chang, though, strikes out. Chafin sets him down to slider. Kyle Farmer now on the 2-1 pitch. Hits one right field. Santander charging in. He can't get there. Kyle Farmer's going to have extra bases. Pittsburgh will have him on second and third with 1 out. We had this situation with Scott Barlow earlier. Tying run to the plate on the 1-2 pitch. Ball's hit into right field. Gets through. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. They'll hold him at the corners with 1 out. For Miguel Blies. He is the winning run, but that ball falls in right field. Pittsburgh's made it 3-2. Runner going to third. Oh, Santander guns him out. So 2 outs, runner on first, tying run at first base. Jordan Nguo into center. It drops. First and second, 2 outs. 9 spot is up. First and third now. All right, Dylan Coleman comes out now. Chafin couldn't get the job done. Can Dylan Coleman secure the win for the Royals? On the 3-2 pitch, ball's hit right field. This could either win it or lose it for Kansas City. Santander makes the play. And the Kansas City Royals survive at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. They will take down the Pirates. They will send Pittsburgh to 20 games under 500. As for the Kansas City Royals, 71-49 now their record with a huge result here on the road. They actually do get out hit by Pittsburgh 10-9, but in the end, again, the Royals win 3-2. Here on the road, Asa Lacy picks up his 8th win of the season. Dylan Coleman picks up his 5th save, and a good one again for the Kansas City Royals. So, folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 72 of the Royals Franchise Mode here on MLB The Show 23. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the series so far. Give us a hand for watching, and Mamba forever.